Okay, I ended up writing down every single thing I want to touch on in today's Literally Nothing because this is probably the most information heavy Literally Nothing. So it's not literally nothing. Um, anyway, because I realized that because I'm so tired and because I have so many things in my head right now, my scatterbrainedness is worse at this point in time. Um, and I don't want that to affect this because I could literally turn on the camera and talk for about an hour talking about things that in my brain are connected and make sense. Um, but I understand that a lot of times people are like, what? So I'm not gonna do that. That's why I made a list of three things. Um, Before I begin, I think the shirt looks good on me. And I'm sad it got wasted today. But okay, moving on. Boom, today. So I have footage for today. I have plenty of footage. But I don't at the same time. I have footage of me doing one thing, two things, and three things, but I don't have connector footage. So you wouldn't know how I got from place point A to point B to point C. You would know that I did point A, I did point B, and I did point C. Um, but that's all on me because I came back from the party, and that's segueing to the second one. I came back from the party at about 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. It was a couple blocks down. Caleb and Casey were with me, so I was fine, mom and dad. Um, and I came back at like 2:30 a.m. I sat down and edited till about 6, and I fell asleep. No, I edited till about 5. I'm not sure when I fell asleep. It was either 5, 5:30 or 6, and then I woke up at 6:30 um, because we had an 8 a.m. shoot, and then and then I think we left the house at about 7:30 a.m. Caleb and we did the photo shoot for the movie, and then I came back home and I took a nap. Then I woke up, went and saw Almost Maine because my buddy Jason is in that show. Um, and I realized I want to adapt Almost Maine into a movie now because I think it'll work much better as a movie. So I'm gonna buy the script one of these days and then sit down, analyze it, figure out what I want to go get into, and then just make a movie. Um, and well, I mean, I can't make it a movie. I don't own the rights to it, but like write the script so that if I reach a point where I can buy the rights to it and make it an actual movie, I have a script ready and I don't need to worry about it. Um, and then I just decided to call it a day when I came back from that because I was just so dead and so tired. I came back at like 4:30. I spent an hour and a half doing chores. I ordered an Indian food, which is my comfort food. Um, and I just passed out on my bed, and then I woke up now at like 11:30. It's now 12 a.m., but I woke up at 11:30 p.m. So I literally woke up 30 minutes ago. Um, so yeah, today was all on me. I apologize about that. It's all my fault for today, at least. You could have had a good video, but I was just so dead tired. Um, Now, the last point that I want to make is the most important one, and I think this one is the most worrisome one. I'm now starting week 4 in university. That means I am a quarter of the semester in. And when you're a quarter of the semester in, that means you have more work to do. That's when stuff starts to start. um, the voiceover that you saw the other day, the like heard the other day of me touring my house, that was part of a class. Um, that was, hey, you gotta record a 2 minute voiceover of you touring something. I just thought it was funny, so I put it up. Um, and then in class the next day we just swapped voiceovers, and then we ended up now our task for the weekend was to create visuals for it. I haven't heard the voiceover that I have yet. I haven't even cut it together for 2 minutes yet. Um, but I will after I finish recording this. Um, and tomorrow will be me generating the images for it because it's due on Tuesday. Um, but yeah, anyway, You know, this is one of the many. And in the next 3 days, I have a treatment that I have due for a one location film, or maybe or like the way I understand it, it's a movie that involves the location and a person. So it creates a relationship between people and locations. I have an idea for it. I don't know how I'm gonna introduce the conflict and how I'm gonna resolve it, because I know what I want to do with it. I know how I want to stylistically present it, because I'm getting all German expressionist in this bullshit, but I know how I want to present it, but I don't know what my conflict and what my resolution is, because the conflict's not big enough. The conflict doesn't exist. It's a parent conflict, and the resolution is just like, fuck it. What's the difference? You know. So it's a whole thing. But anyway, so that's basically it, right? I mean, it would be amazing if that whole fucking film is just a one take. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a one take movie. That'll be great. But yeah, and so the point that I'm trying to make is this is when things start to get difficult in terms of the vlogs, because I've noticed for the past couple of days these vlogs are getting terrible. They're getting stale and they're getting awful. I don't like that. I don't like how this stuff is just stuff that I'm putting up without caring for it, because apparently I found a formula for it and I don't like that. I want to change it. That's why I'm trying more experimental stuff like that one take video the other day. Um, and um, and so I want to change the structure of the vlogs a little bit. So I'm not gonna have cold open, titles, the rest of the video. I'm gonna try and change that structure up, because the fact that things are getting busier and the fact that I wouldn't have time to film more stuff, more connecting footage, is gonna is presenting itself as a hurdle. Last time we had a hurdle like this, I introduced tea time and it fixed my problems. But this time, this is more of a editing hurdle that I need to pass through. This is more of a post-production hurdle. This is more of a generation of images hurdle. So if I don't generate enough images, I don't have enough images to edit. And if I don't have enough images to edit, I go back to the formula. But I want to break that. I don't want, because taking time out of my day and taking time lapses is taking time out of my day, right? Because I need to be around my cameras. But I can set all of them up for like 15 minutes, but I will get like similar images to previous vlogs. But I just have to stay there for 15 minutes, and that's 15 minutes I could use in something else. So I'm trying to figure out how I can, you know, get over that, and how I can try and fix that, and how I can try that and make that better. But that's more of a me thing. I'm gonna spend the next couple days trying to figure that out. So you might still see the same formula, the same structure to my videos, but it's gonna change in the next couple days. Because I'm trying new things. Because remember, when I first started this, the only point of reference that I had was Casey Neistat's vlogs, and he had a whole bunch of time lapses. I'm not that big a fan of time lapses, but he had a bunch of time lapses, and I was like, ooh, this is great. Because it was great connector footage, it was great B-roll. And so I was like, oh, I should get B-roll like this. But I don't think I have the capability or the resources to get the B-roll that he gets. Because his office building is like he has his office in a building, so he can literally just set his cameras up on the rooftop and go work, come back 15-20 minutes later, the cameras will still be there. I have to physically be where I set my cameras up. Otherwise my cameras might get stolen, and I don't want that. But anyway, so that's the whole point of this. Like, I'm trying to, the next couple days, I'm gonna try and fix certain problems and certain hurdles that I need to pass through. I'm gonna try and find new solutions to how I make these, just so I can continue making these, because I don't want to stop yet. I think it's very easy to stop, but it's very difficult to continue to go on, and I want to go on, because I mean, come on, like, if a problem arises in life, right? if you're presented with a problem, do you just immediately look at it and give up and walk away? No, you find a way to work through it, and that's what you need to do as a human being. So, why not adapt that same thing with these? If I have a problem, the fact that I don't have time, I need to work through that. I need to find a way to fix that. I need to find a way to go through it. So, and I think I even oversaw this I think I even saw this problem coming from miles away. And that's why I introduced Professor Andy that segment a long time ago, because I think that's what's probably going to end up happening is I'm probably going to sit down and show you what I'm doing. Like if I'm doing like the next couple days I'm going to be processing like 198 images. Stills. I don't do stills, but I'm processing them. And so it's going to take me a long time to do that. But when I figure out how I'm doing it, I can set up my camera and be like, oh, this is exactly what I'm doing. And so that people who want to know how I'm editing or how I'm processing certain things, you guys can easily check this out and either tell me, oh yeah, you suck, you have no idea how to do this, or you can tell me, oh, that's actually a good way to do this. But anyway, that's basically all of it. This is probably the longest Literally Nothing, which I think is hilarious. So, because I usually look at Literally Nothing, you're like, 30 seconds? Cool, I'm not watching it. But then you see 11 minutes and you're like, what? But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.